Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the All Things Giants show with Jake and Jordan. We're joined here by our very special guests, DJ Donovan Johnson. Make yourself known, pal.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Not a problem, man. How are we all doing today? We all good?
Good, brother.
Good, man. I get to practice today. I'm pumped.
Yeah,
Practice today, yeah?
Yeah.
So, coach put you through your paces. You got you sweating a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't went today. We go at 5. I go at 5.
Oh, at 5. Sound.
Yeah.
Have you been stretching? You been doing any workouts at home, or you just been chilling?
Yeah, we got bikes and jump ropes and bands, so I'm as good as I can be, but the cardio part of it is what's gonna hurt. You gotta get out there and run,
I can imagine he's got a killer session for you straight.
Man, I've been in the house since the 23rd myself, so I'm just anxious to get out there, touch a ball or something.
Yeah. I can imagine. Don't worry if you do 5 air balls. Don't worry, it's all good.
Yeah. I'm gonna be smiling through those, man. Be out there shooting the ball.
You will. I love it.
Yeah.
So, man, so obviously you just said that you're going back to training tomorrow. What have you been doing to fill your time? Just like you said, you've been working out, you've been on the bikes. Anything else you've been up to?
Xbox to pass the time, watching catch a lot of the NBA games, since I don't have anything to do the next day, I can stay up and catch those. Watching college games. I help out with the high school team back home, so I've been watching them and in the group chat with them, sending them encouraging messages. It's been a cool little time, but nobody wants to be in the house that long.
You know what, DJ? I think that's why I found quite an affinity with you from the start. We've been talking for a while, and I very much, because I do coaching for kids, and I mentioned it before, and I find I've had a lot more pleasure in the last 2 years. I was playing at a higher level till recently, and I've had a lot more pleasure in the last 2 years coaching kids and adults, just giving back a little bit. I felt like I got to a stage where I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and I thought, take a step back, see how I do, so I definitely, I feel that affinity, and I love how much you give back to the game. I love that.
I think for me, the thing is, as I grow as a player, I can relate to those guys that are in high school or first year in college. I've been there. I know what it's like mentally, and they can relate to me because I'm not like a coach. I kind of like a big brother, more like a big brother, So I can talk to them like I talk to Breon or something, and they can relate to me more than a sense of authority,
Just don't talk to them how Breon would probably talk to you on the court, because I've heard these
No, but I'm from a small town though, so I know most of these kids. So I can chat to them.
Yeah, we've Jake's been doing a little bit of digging. He's got a lot in, hasn't you, Jake?
A little bit, just a little bit. Going off of that though, doing our research and having a read about you, is it true that you've got a dual nationality with America and Argentina?
I don't know how that happened, but I love it. I think I can work that out, because I always look on Latin Bastard and I tell my mom I'm Argentinian now. So I don't know how that works.
I've got a feeling it might have been something to do, because you remember you guys had all the issues with FIBA and all that lot.
Yeah.
I reckon they might have just thought it'd be easier to make this guy a citizen than it would to register.
It might have been that. It might have been that. I think the only thing I know I have in my passport is a visa for Paraguay.
Oh, love that.
That's still valid, but I don't know about the Argentinian thing.
I've watched a lot of videos of you in Paraguay. I noticed one thing. There was quite a lot of small guys there. You was one of the taller guys, on the court. And you was killing it, and that was it was the main focus in the recruitment video where Giants sent out, was that time in Paraguay. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I like posting up smaller guys, but we got 2 beasts in the paint now, so I just kind of get in where I fit in.
Yeah, I love when we're on offense, and it's like you're already like, I'll go to the wing, no worries, I'll go to the wing.
Yeah, I'm chilling. But I've heard some guys say help off of him, so I'm taking note of that, man. I'm taking note.
Yeah,
I know what's going on.
Well, I noticed in the games, because we've talked about it before, DJ, where I was saying you can contribute more sometimes by doing that nitty gritty work, and I think especially in English basketball and European basketball, you get a lot more props for getting the rebound. Breon's getting huge props at the moment for getting a rebound. And when I was watching that game where I think you got was it 3 offensive charges against Bristol away?
I think it was that was Worcester.
Was it Worcester? Yeah. 3 offensive charges, and it was just uplifting. You can feel it's like a big dunk. It's like you can just feel it. It's brilliant. And I think people underestimate your size, because what are you, 6'6", 6'7"?
I'm about 6'5".
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. You know, so you can contribute. You know, as a guy who's playing a guard position, or more than contribute.
Yeah. I just the physicality part of it. Nobody likes to bang the whole time. So as long as my body's prepared to do that, I'm with it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Nobody wants to be physical the whole game, but if I can give you 38 minutes of that, you're gonna wear down before me.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna wear down before me.
Talking about getting banged up, who bangs you up the most in training?
We go at it, man. We go at it.
I can imagine there's a lot of talk.
We go at it, man. So I don't care whose team if I'm on the other team with somebody, I want to make it physical. So if it's Breon, Lau, sometimes I'm guarding Sam Cassell. I'm challenging him, telling him he can't score on me. We get physical.
Yeah.
Charlie Britton gets physical. We all, from top to bottom, we go crazy.
You know what? That brings me on to something I mean to say, because I feel like you're all nurturing, you know, the young guys really well. No. You know, for a while now, Giants have had this sort of affinity with the youth teams where they've brought 2 or 3 young guys just to train, play, maybe chip in when you've seen Charlie and Zach chip in every now and again. And I really like what you're doing, especially with Zach. I feel like, you know, because he's the guy's rapid, the guy is so fast. Yep. And you bring him that extra mile per hour down, and I can see his ball handling's benefiting to no end already.
Yeah. Sam helps out with Zach a lot. Because Sam, you know, Sam runs more of a point guard role. Yeah, he helps Zach out with the pace of the game and stuff like that. But he's learning. Yeah, he's definitely learning.
I think you've got a delivery behind you, by the way.
I think that was Zach. That was definitely Zach. But yeah, so with the younger guys, like it's more positional. So if Jack and Sam can help Zach, they're gonna do that. If I got some tips for Charlie or something like that, that's how we work that out.
Yeah, cool.
You talk about them being in training. Obviously, you've been over in Manchester for what, 3 months now?
Yeah,
somewhere
since
around
October.
there?
Since the end of October.
Yeah, end of October. Okay, so when you eventually got into the game, obviously we had the problems with you getting your license to play and that. When you eventually got to play, what's the difference and feel between the speed of the game, between the physicality of the game, between here in Argentina or here in Peru?
Well, the first thing, like Jordan said, the guys are bigger. So like a 2 guard is this. I'm the size of a 2 guard out here a little bit. So it's more the change of pace. Argentina, you can get to playing fast the whole time, depending on what team you're playing. But here you'll change pace. You see more situational things here. Argentina, you get into more situational stuff late game. Yeah. We'll run situational stuff during the second quarter, third quarter, stuff like that. But it's a lot of similarities as well, though. We run a lot of pick and roll.
I feel as well with that. I think the BBL especially, I said it on the podcast last week, I feel the BBL especially has benefited from the other leagues not playing. I think we've got some unreal talent, you know, some big guys who we probably never get, you know, in this league. You know,
I was surprised as well. Like, damn, we got this. We play against this guy. We play against this guy.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's exciting to do those. It's exciting to know you're competing against a guy like Kevin Ware or something like that.
Yeah. So
my family's Louisville fans, so they like Kevin Ware. So I was kind of mad he hit that shot.
Yeah.
Tough shot, man.
That's crazy. When I saw Lions recruiting Byron Mullins, you know, these guys who, you know, it's just ridiculous, you know. Like, I mean, I know he's away. I think his missus is pregnant or something. But, you know, when he comes back to play in that Euro League, they've got a real chance, you know. And I said it last week, DJ, I think we had Lions' number when we played him. I really do. I think if we didn't have that sort of 5 minutes or so where we seem to just switch off when we're up, I think we'd have cleared him. You know, I really do.
That was a big learning experience for us as a group. You know, we found out that we up there with the guys. They got to be scared to play us now. You know, it's not like we play London. No, we play Manchester. Like,
exactly. Exactly.
And funnily enough, like there's podcasts out there that I've listened to that a lot of people say, like, Manchester have gone from the underdogs to the guys that nobody wants to play because they don't know what they're going to get. They don't know whether they're going to get hit from the guards. They don't know whether they're going to get hit down low with Brady. You know, it's such a nice feeling just for the fans to see you guys play, see this team play together. And even we don't know what we're going to expect. We know who's going to be there, obviously, but we don't we don't know what game you're going to play, and it's exciting for us to watch that. Never mind the rest of the league being scared of us, you know.
Yeah, but that's we like that too, being versatile that way. You know, like you said, we know what to expect. We don't know who's going to turn on. We don't know how they're going to defend us, but we know how we're going to answer to that.
Yeah,
and that comes with being versatile. That comes with how hard we work in practice, challenging each other's game. So yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Excuse me. So you talk about the game. You talk about like how versatile you are. I've got a question from Jay Marriott, who's the host of the BBL show.
Okay.
It's a multi-part question. So first off, he says, how do you find your role as a player in the Giants? He says you remind him, of like a Jay Crowder. You are the glue of the Giants that sticks everyone together. Is that your natural fit as a player, or have you got more to come?
I play a lot of basketball, so like to answer this question, I feel comfortable in any role. If the coach needed me to go score, I will find a way to score. If he needed me to defend like I do now, if he needed me to, you know what I'm saying? So I play in summer leagues and all that where I'm running different roles on different teams, so I can adapt. So here, yeah, I feel like that'd be a good role, defend one of the better players, rebound, knock down the open corner shot. I just watched Jay Crowder play the other day for the Suns. Kind of reminded me of my role on this team. So yeah. That's a good assessment.
It's definitely a good assessment, that. I've got a question for you, DJ. And I feel like being the size you are and the athlete you are, why basketball?
Just a passion, you know.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, my family, my grandmother's like a legend of like a rec center, right?
I love that.
So there's a lot of sports. So I played basketball, football, baseball, soccer, you know what I'm saying? And I was good in soccer and basketball. So that was kind of like where my passion was. You want to do what you're good at. Then basketball is just like that feel that I got from it, you know, and I'm still doing it. I wake up and I'm pumped to do it. So
just
I guess I chose the right path.
Just one analogy. You're going to have to stop calling it soccer.
I understand. Well, it's because y'all speak English. And when I'm in South America, I'll call it football.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just different here.
I'll say that.
I'm going to get it right, though.
Going on from that, you're in Manchester. Who do you support? If you had to support someone, United or City?
I play a lot of FIFA, man.
Right answers only.
And you know, Zlatan Ibrahimovic played for United, so I'm gonna go United.
Oh well, you're speaking to two City
fans.
I'm not a fan though. So y'all made me pick. I put me on the spot right there. Put me on the spot. I had to go east or west.
No, I love that.
So with the answer, it's been a great evening. You see you later. I know. So you talk about you ran a lot of summer league. I went through a little deep dive on your Instagram. Tell us about the Dirt Bowl Championships. It looked like an outdoor competition.
Man, that is the funnest thing I've done in the summer. Like I love the Dirt Bowl.
Yeah,
Louisville. It was going on. That was the 50th anniversary of that. It was like started by two college kids, you know what I'm saying? Everything going on in the world. It was like, well, let's just have a basketball tournament. And then it just turned into something that's like a league. It's like a 7-week league. You play on the weekends and the whole city comes out and surrounds the court.
That's so good.
There's food vendors and everything.
Yeah.
And my team, man, we always come close. We always come 1 or 2 games away. And then this year we clicked, not this year, it was 2019 before COVID. We clicked, man, and made a run and won the last championship. That was the last time they had it, 50th anniversary.
Oh, man.
So is that like an invitational or is it an open invite? Do you just rock up?
You put your team together and you pay to play, and it's that. So there's good teams. People put together the best team to win. You can look it up on YouTube. You just got to type in like Louisville Dirt Bowl or something like that.
Do you know I
play the center on that team. You know what I'm saying? So I play all different types.
He's versatile.
Yeah.
Give Breon a ring. Hey, Breon, what you saying?
Yeah. Bree's gonna be winning for sure.
Yeah. You know, I've got because it's something that I love about America is the fact how much you put into your sports, how much you invest into your sports, you know, and it's something but don't get me wrong, basketball's been, me and Jake have been playing since sort of like the early 2000s, and you know, and it's not something that necessarily gets the funding, which I think it should do. We've had that little funding this year, and Sky has been huge.
Yeah. Coming
in, Sky Sports has been huge. But, you know, I was speaking to Jake the other day and we were saying about like when I was playing a high school game, you know, we had to get like a taxi to the other high school. You know, they'd be playing on them old metal rims, you know, with no springs, nothing. and there'd be wet patches on the floor, and it just wouldn't be. We'd be playing in like a rugby kit or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, and unless this is from personal experience, unless you went out there to better yourself, there was no way you was going to bet yourself a basketball.
No.
There was no way. And I love, because like you were just mentioning about that tournament there, the whole city coming out. There's only one game that'll do that over here, and that in Manchester, and that's the Man City versus Man United game. There's nothing that can compare to.
Why is that? People just not interested. What is it?
I think it's not that people are interested, because basketball, like I said, statistically is in the top 5 most played team sports in the UK. It is. I just think it's kind of like, I don't know, do they think, it's an American sport, put it to the side kind of thing, but it's not like, we're massively successful in football anymore, so why not, throw the kitchen sink at it, and give it a big shot. And I think that's what this season's doing. And you've seen each team's got extra funding and everything. But I just wondered, obviously I went a long-winded way around saying this, I just wondered what it was like growing up and having that support,
We play like AAU, like you said, you've been playing for a long time, but everything is like fully invested. Like you said, parents are invested and all that. So it just gives you hope. It gives you more hope. Like, I can make this work, because you got your parents supporting you, or you have your trainer supporting you, and you go all these places and see all these things. Basketball takes you a long way as far as traveling. I've seen some stuff I would have never seen if I didn't play basketball.
That's great.
And I knew that it presented that opportunity from a little kid, because I would go to surrounding states, and I'm like, okay, if I keep playing, I'll go. And then as I got older, I might go to California to play, I might go to Florida to play, and now I'm in England. It kind of support, when you got people supporting you, it makes you want to go harder.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, it's like you said, you're seeing teams when they're competing for the state championships, jumping on planes. Like, I don't know about you, Jay, but my school, you could have sold the whole school and they wouldn't have paid for a plane.
I just seen a preview for like LeBron James's son, his high school, Sierra Canyon. They got a whole show coming out in February, like a whole series.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They got real fans like screaming at them and stuff like they're rock stars. They're 18, 17 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that Netflix documentary on, was it QB1? The American football.
I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's great now that the guys are actually in the NFL, but it's crazy how the support they got was so good.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's just how you market it, I guess, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And get people to come out, because like you said, the BBL is doing a good job with Sky Sports. Teams got more money, and people are tuned into the games. I think it would be crazy if we could have fans in now.
Yeah.
I think all the games would be crazy.
I mean, I think exactly like Jordan was saying, you look at it and it's part of the curriculum in high school. So up until year 8 or like 8th grade, 9th grade, you have to play basketball in sports. Yeah. So the only way you can actually step up from there is go into a Sunday league like me and Jordan used to do, or go and try out for a team, or go to practices. That's our only avenue of getting to a point where it can be a career. Whereas obviously in America, as you've explained, you've got that support from your family. You go through school and it's straight up, it's college, it's uni, and then you're into the big leagues.
Yeah. And they groom you for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the exact word.
Exactly.
That word.
So, excuse me, I didn't realize you stopped talking as I tried to drink more some water. What's better? Go on, mate.
Before we go, I reckon that delivery's got something in there for DJ.
Yeah, do you want to just check that?
I don't know.
Check your door there.
Let's see what we got. We got some food or something. It's got y'all's name on it.
Yeah,
hey.
Give me some. Let's see what we got. Things. John, you might have to split this with the guys.
Oh, yeah, it's for everybody.
Yeah, it is for everyone in the house, by the way.
I gotta let them know. To the Wing Squad. Yeah, let me show you. We got this.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to WingsVille down the road from you guys. They sorted us out massively with that, so thank you very much, WingsVille.
Oh yeah, thanks, WingsVille.
Yeah. That is definitely for the whole, for the whole guys.
Yeah, it's a little heavy for me.
Yeah, there is 50 wings in there, man. So
cool. That's enough for all of us. Appreciate that.
No problem, man. So yeah, welcome to the Wing Squad. We've been hashtagging it all over the show.
Oh yeah, I'm about to hashtag it. It's going up. Don't worry.
So there's a little backstory on that. every single time that, obviously, when we've watched the games from home, whenever me or Jordan have ordered wings or made wings at home, we've always won.
Yeah.
So we're kind of.
I've seen the post. Okay. I didn't know I didn't know what it was though. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, and a little extension to the backstory, DJ. There. Do you remember the game Bristol away? And we was getting beat most of the game, and it was just constant. And I swear on my life, Jake got wings at half time, and it's like someone just put a rocket straight up all your backsides.
That's wild. Yeah, keep the wings going. Keep the wings coming.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think when we have had the losses, me and Jordan have texted each other and been like, I thought it was your turn to get wings. Like, no, I thought it was yours. That's why we lost. Okay.
Get the wings.
Let's make sure we get them, man.
Yeah, get the wings. I'm superstitious like that too, man.
Exactly.
If I have a good game, I'm trying to think of what I did today. Like
exactly. Yeah.
I turned around three times. I flushed the toilet twice. Right.
Man, I'm thinking about all that. Which shoe did I tie first?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh god. Love that.
Did you have any superstitions, Jordan? I mean, like, we used to play together when we were 13, 14.
You know what, mate? I'm still horrendous for it. You can ask my girlfriend. Every time I have to put my right shoe on first, everything's right. As I'm sitting now, my right foot's forward. It's crazy, mate. Like, everything's right foot or right hand, everything.
No way.
I don't know, like, if I took you outside now with the camera, you'd see I've got like 3 pairs of shoes all facing to the right. It's really, I'm so bad. But the one thing I think my girlfriend wants me to be OCD with is the cleaning, and I'm blind.
You've got to keep them trainers clean, man.
Yeah. Hey, DJ, speaking of that, who's the housewife in the house?
What?
Who's the housewife?
We try to clean as we go, man. Sometimes it gets out of hand. We get it. We work on it. We get it done.
I love that.
So if you share the responsibility on the cleaning, who's the loudest and stays up the latest?
That's me.
That you?
You know, every American import we've had I've like gone on Instagram, like when I've got up with my son at like 6 a.m, and he's posted a story like 10 minutes ago. I'm like, what are these guys doing? I'm like up at 5:30, like with little man crying. It's like, DJ posted a picture of an American footballer 10 minutes ago, and I'm just like, what is the guy doing? I love that.
I don't know, man. I set a couple alarms in the morning because I already know.
Yeah, I love that.
Well,
I suppose all your matches and all your games are all in that sort of time frame, and obviously American football lasts for about 17 hours, doesn't it? So
you got to plan your night out. Like, okay, well, I'm ready to play at this time. I got to make sure,
Yeah, man. Yeah. I love that.
Or like LeBron plays for the Lakers. All his games come on at 3 a.m. That's my favorite player, so I try to watch him sometimes.
Hey, I'm exactly the same. I followed him wherever he goes. I've not necessarily got an affinity to one team. It's just because when I started playing 03, that was when he got drafted. So it was just a sort of natural thing. I've always liked Melo as well. Followed him. If
LeBron James go play for the Orlando Magic, I'm a Magic fan. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's reminding me. I remember there was one year after Christmas, and everyone got new shoes. Everyone got new basketball trainers. We were like, all right, cool. Jordan rocks up in the brand new LeBron Soldiers, and I was like,
"That's my mum."
Oh yeah.
No, that's my girlfriend.
Give me some new LeBrons, man. I want to buy me some.
Yeah, man.
How many pairs of shoes have you got?
Man, I used to have a whole bunch, man, and my grandmother used to get on me for having so many pairs of shoes. So I would just wear them in the game. I just started wearing them in the game. All my Jordans in junior college, I just wore them in the game, so they all beat up, and I just threw them away and stuff. I was up for 20s though.
Yeah.
I was up for 20s. I was on my way to having a whole bunch. Then she would always get on me like, you don't need no more pairs of shoes. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna just play basketball in them. You'll never see me with them.
I just got
a picture in the locker room,
I just got a picture of DJ running to training with like his grip bag in one hand and a massive like dustbin line full of.
Oh, I was in my locker, man.
Love that.
Oh man, I mean, I'm pretty bad for collecting trainers. One of my favorite guys of all time is Tyler, Creator. I've got all of his Golf Wang Vans.
For real?
Yeah, man. I've got the 13-14, the 14-15s. When he started going into Converse, I kind of like thought I don't want to be bankrupt, because he was releasing
they sold out so fast, man. I wanted one pair. They sold out fast.
Well, when he first released the 1-stars with the Golf Lafleur little flower around the star, I was like, oh, they're so sick. And then he just dropped an Avengers like 4 pair, and then he dropped on. I was like, mate, like when you released the Vans, at least you staggered them over like over 12 months, so I could save up.
You drop them all at once, like here.
Yeah, I'm really bad for collecting them. I think I've only got two pairs of on the court trainers. One of them being Steph Curry's 2.0, and an old pair of and ones that I wear if I play it on an outdoor court.
Okay.
They've got a little Velcro bit that inside it's like, get your notepad. I'm gonna take you to school. They're so
disclaimer. I'm hoping by now, DJ, you've seen the outdoor courts around here. And they're appalling.
Am I running past one? I don't think we rode past one.
No, I tell you what, if you literally, there's a thing going around which is a great idea called Project Swish, and it's like they're putting on nettings on the hoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
And literally, I remember when we used to go down the park. There's a big group of us, and we used to go down the park, and we used to get the chain netting you could just sort of hook on. But if we ever put on, the actual netting, it was just straight down. Overnight. They just couldn't.
Because of the rain and stuff.
No, people just
right.
Yeah, kids going out drinking, hanging off basketball hoops.
Oh, you just reminded me of the sound of a chain.
That's
yeah, man.
I mean, hopefully when all of this is over and we're allowed to like see each other, come to the games, I think we're gonna have to have a fans versus starting 5 on an outdoor court somewhere, and we'll see what's up.
We can see about that.
I'm 6'4", DJ, so I've got you.
I'm about to say, we just gonna post up the big fellas. Get on out of there. Post up the big fellas.
Just gonna as long as we're like triple team Breon, and as soon as Hexham gets an ISO, then just there's no point, is there?
Yes, sir. And we're just gonna lock up. We got the game plan already.
So, what was a better feeling, DJ? Winning in Argentina? Yes. Winning in Paraguay, winning the title in Paraguay, or winning the Dirt Tap tournament for the 50th anniversary?
Oh,
I feel both right now. It was definitely Paraguay. It was definitely Paraguay. But that Durbo felt good, man, because the whole city's out there. My team was kind of like the dislike team. Nobody wanted to see us win.
Always good to
man. That part cleared out so fast.
I love that.
Because usually people stay for after the game and stuff. No, we won. They cleared out. They cleared out like, we didn't want to see them win.
Yeah. Oh, do you know? When I used to play National League, there used to be this thing like obviously like NBL, all the sort of lower divisions. When I was playing National League, it was like a thing years ago where they used to like put on food and things like that. And I remember going to, I think it was Sheffield Sharks, like lower team or something like that. And we went there and it was a really scrappy game and we won. And they refused to give us the food at the end of it and they just went.
Man, you saw losers, man.
Yeah. Or like if you beat them and they knew you was going to win, you just get like a little ham sandwich with like one slice of ham.
No the food's better than that if you lose. They'll give you all the food if you lose.
Yeah, definitely.
try and slow you down for next time.
What team did you play for in the NBL?
So I was part of a team. So I went to Manchester for a while, Manchester Magic.
Okay.
And then kind of I dislocated my knee. Things kind of went a little bit downhill. I was only there for about barely a season. And then there's a small place where we live called Tameside. We got a good national, because obviously I was only a kid then, so it was like lower leagues. They did it in sort of conferences. We did really well. We benefited one year. Magic let a load of players go, so we got them, and we went all the way to the sort of semi-finals. And it was just really good. So yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, it's good.
I still find it really annoying that me and Jordan are both 6'4". He can throw. He's been able to throw down a dunk since 2011, and I'm 28 years old. I've still never thrown a dunk down.
I know.
That's crazy.
I've got real terrible hops, like real terrible hops.
Hey, look out! Jake's gonna put some videos up. White men can jump. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, he sent me a video from
2012.
2012?
Yeah, just before I joined the army. Yeah.
Yeah, he had like little blonde highlights in his hair. He's got this 6'8" dude with his hands up, like, oh, pretend to defend me.
Oh God.
Oh man. So how do you feel about some fan questions, DJ?
Let's do it.
I've got a few in. We obviously put it out on Instagram, put it out on Twitter, and we got a few emails. Yeah. We've already said one of them with the red or blue. He chose red. What's the other one? Where's he gone? Let me just find this. Sorry, real professional. I know. One of them's quite a funny one. Obviously, you're in Manchester. It's known for its rain. It's known for its terrible weather. I know you've been inside for a lot of it, but how do you like the weather, man?
It's just like you said, the rain. It's kind of gloomy. I like the sunny days, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't been many of those, but I adjusted. I got a bubble coat now.
I'm
good now. You get one of those, you're good.
I love that.
That means I settled in when I got that.
Yeah, they got all the Giants sent a load of merch out, and you got like the Giants bubble coats and things.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I'm good with that one.
That's good. That's good. I suppose that was an essential. I mean, when you're packing your bag, does it go boots, socks, coat, Under Armour?
I never thought I would need the bubble coat though. You know what I'm saying? I just bought a bunch of hoodies. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Then I got rained on one day. Like, oh man.
Yeah. Speaking of that, by the way,
get something better than that.
I mean, what do you think of Bellevue as a venue? I mean, I've played there for a long time, and it's for us, it was a must. You know, we was playing at some. You know, I mean, we played at George Carnell last year. It was what they could make of it, but. You know, as soon as they mentioned Bellevue, I thought, this is it now. This is good.
Oh, it's great. It's great because like you know, obviously it's my first time here, so when I go around, I'm comparing what we got to the other gyms, and we right up there with some of the best of them.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard. I mean, where was it? It was on the Sky game the other week where the rim literally sounded like someone was yanking on it every time the ball hit. It sounded awful. You know, like
we got it's a nice facility in there.
Yeah,
man.
you got the ball throwing machine and everything. You know, it's really good.
All that, everything we need really. You don't have to leave there.
No, and I suppose that comes in handy because obviously being in the bubble and things like that, you know, everyone having to sort of stick together.
Right, everything's in one spot. You don't have to leave and go here to do this or that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we touched on that the other last week where we said like it's weird because if one of you get it, as we've seen, if one of you get COVID, you're all stuck.
Yeah.
But on another sort of aspect, you know, you're all kind of in this bubble. So half the team, we either got half the team or we lose half the team. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know.
I guess, like you said, if we live separate, it would be easier. But I don't know. It's just a tough time we're living in right now.
I tell you what, though, I love, you know, the house you're living in. You know, we've seen it in the vlogs. That's the first time I've seen. Yeah. And I think, if I'm dead honest with you, I don't know what the other people do, like, you know, in the other teams. But that seems like the best sort of facility for you to stay in, especially, you know, you got the sort of flat system. You're all in flats. You know, you got your own little en-suites. It's really good.
It helps you learn your teammates, though. It definitely has helped me learn personality. You know what I'm saying? That translates to the court. You learn how to talk to a guy. You learn how to approach him about something that's going wrong. Yeah. So, I like this stuff.
Are you homesick, DJ? Do you find yourself getting homesick? Or
no, you know, I've been playing for like 6-7 years, so I'm used to it. You know,
that's good.
I make sure I enjoy my time while I'm home in the summer, and then you're up for what's to come.
Yeah. Definitely.
FaceTime helps.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's such a definitely. I mean, I could feel the same thing for you, DJ. I was in the army for 8 years. And you know, just that when I was away, you know, FaceTime, and I was out in Tampa for a few months, and you know, just that was my first experience of being away, and it was great to sort of, you know, have that kind of thing. I actually played against the American Army, which, by the way, there's some unbelievable athletes.
It's weird. Like, man, you really could have done something.
Well, you know, I was speaking to some of them, and by all accounts, if you know they don't necessarily get drafted or made it, from all accounts, the US Army comes in or the Navy or someone, and they just say, you know, do you want this career? You know, you're just going to play basketball. So, you know, there's some great guys, some big guys as well. Like, it's just not practical for them to be in the Army. You know, they're like 7-foot guy. I'm like, what?
He's Army strong. He's not basketball strong.
Yeah, man.
That'll feel a hell of a lot different getting boxed out by 6'8", like 320 or something.
Oh no. Yeah,
for sure.
So I've got some very quick fire questions. I need you to answer as quick as you can. Okay? You ready?
I'm locked in.
Who's the best at Warzone in the house?
Lyle Hexam.
Who's the best chef?
Lyle Hexam. He got lucky right there, back to back.
Who stay? Oh, well, I think we've already answered this. Who stays up the latest?
It's me.
Who is the dirtiest?
As far as around the house?
Yeah.
I don't know, because we all got our own little flat, you know what I'm saying? That area is communal, so I don't know who's doing that. You know,
so you're not walking past anyone's doors going, damn, that's...
Right, no.
I love that.
During training, who works the hardest? And you can't say yourself.
You can say myself.
Joe
goes crazy. Joe is going crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
That's
he doesn't chill. No chill Joe.
No chill Joe. Is that his official title?
He's working.
Speaking of training,
just talking about Joe.
Speaking of training, does Zach do anything with his hops? Because that is ridiculous. He is ridiculous. Yeah. Wow.
Like you said, once we get him, you know what I'm saying, to slow down and calm down and know that he got it, he's gonna catch some bodies.
Do you know what? I had to laugh. I was listening because Jordan Whelan was mic'd up in the Sky game. We had to laugh.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, where Zach goes in for the dunk and he kind of gets up and then he just dies. Jordan's like, you use them all in training.
He goes between the legs and warm ups. It's crazy.
It's
crazy to see somebody just get up like that. He gets so fast too. I was just talking to him about his bounce. He'll probably catch a body this year.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, definitely. And you know, I think Giants have done really well. The recruitment have done really well to secure these young guys. You know, because you've got people from Charnwood, you've got people from Myerscough. You know, people who've come through. You know, the Giants. It's absolutely fantastic how we've kept all this. Zach is going to be a player in demand in a few years' time. Let's not. Yeah. You know, absolutely. Yeah. He's going to be.
It's mental with him. He got the game. It's mental more. It's more mental than it is skill for him.
Oh yeah. And he's just so he's got that one thing because I remember me and Jake were in the Newcastle game where Ramon Fletcher kept catching us out with the the quick fast break. You know, as soon as we scored. And me and Jake were screaming, "Get Zach on! Get Zach on!" You know, even if he just hovers around the sort of halfway line, you know. Yeah. And I think Coach did in the end, and it worked. You know.
We cut that lead. Yeah, we cut the lead.
Yeah. Speaking of Coach, do you like playing under Coach? How is it?
Yeah, I like it. He's a player's coach, you know.
Yeah, he really
relay the message, and he treats you like a professional. You're going to either do it or you're not, but I'm going to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
He puts us in position to win.
Yeah, and I think as well it can be. I was saying this to Jake. It can be really daunting. You know, you've got some high pedigrees. You know, some guys coming in. You know, I mean, you got Sam Cassell's son, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people coming in. You know, with high pedigrees who's won big things. You know, and I think it could be. You know, he could be forgiven if he kind of would have been a little bit sort of apprehensive or a bit worried about coaching. But yous have all contributed to this working. You know, I really do think.
Yeah. I like the style, you know what I'm saying? Just like you said, everybody has done big things. So when you come in and you have everybody that's nice, everybody that's been the man on their team, it takes a while to adjust to that. And our preseason was cut short. So you know what I'm saying? It took us a little longer. Just imagine what it would be if we had a full pre-camp. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy.
Yeah. Me and Jake were saying for a while in pre-season, like, when are they going to bring them over? And obviously we knew because of COVID, we didn't know. We're like, when are they going to bring them over? And what did you have, like a week? Was it a week or something?
Yeah, it's like a week and a half, maybe.
And I can safely say I would challenge anybody to bring me up a play where I don't think we know what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's been very rarely like anyone, you know, has been out of sync with the team. Everyone's just gelled from the off. And to have that starting game against Cheshire where, you know, blow them out by 40, was it? You know, like, you know, because that's
just a testament to the practice. You know, everybody was ready to play, regardless of who we had on that court. Everybody is.
That's it. It really is. It really is. And I think, you know, players like Breon Brady, you know, because he wasn't a starter at Houston, was he? You know, and he's really sort of stepped up, and a lot of teams will be looking at Breon Brady now. You know, we knew what was getting with Lyle Hexam. I think out of all of them, I mean, I didn't know Sam Cassell Jr. that well. I know he played in the Summer League, but I think out of all of them, used the one where I had to study to kind of learn the game of, you know, and I think everyone's just gelled so well. Definitely.
Yeah. We got good personalities on the team. We got guys that it's easier when you got guys that want to win. So then you're going to do what it takes to win.
Yeah.
We don't have no individualists that just want to, I'm going to get my buckets. Nah, everybody's mad when we lose, you know?
Yeah.
So that's everybody's trying to figure it out how to win the next one.
Yeah.
It's not like somebody's like, oh, I have my 30, I'm good. No, we lost. We're going to figure this out all around the board.
Yeah.
And it helps succeed, you know?
But do you know what I think helps as well? And it could have sounded like I'm kissing your backside a little bit, but these are all a very approachable guys. You know, I've got in contact with most of you, you know, on Instagram, you know, and you're all really approachable. You're all nice guys. And, you know, you can see it in the vlogs, which, by the way, where the hell are these vlogs? We love them.
I got you.
Yeah, we love that.
They're gonna get good now because I haven't seen my guys in 20 days, so they're gonna get good now. I'm having my camera rolling.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I didn't even get to tell them Happy New Year, so I'm gonna go hug.
I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care if it's Zach taking a poo or Lyle cooking. I want to see it.
It got repetitive for a while, man. I had to gather some film. I had to gather something. I got you.
I love that.
Got you.
Just going back to you saying that when you came over here, you felt like you were undersized, but when you say like you were 6'5", so where did the confidence come from when you were in the £2 million tournament, when you were guarding people like Quincy Miller, Willie Reed, Isaiah Austin, like when you're defending guys at 6'11"?
Stay on the court, you know. So and that goes to another game where I'm around AJ Slaughter, Chris Lofton, Anthony Hickey, who's doing well, and those guys are Division I players, and I know they're going to go score. There's a 6'8", 6'10" guy that is in play for Miami's Heat Summer League. I know I'm not looked at to score, so when I'm on here, I got to do a job. I'm out here to do a job.
It
wasn't. I knew that, you know. So when Isaiah Austin is on me, I'm going to do whatever it takes to stop him.
I think a lot of it as well.
The dude's like 7'1", isn't he?
Yeah, but I got to man up, you know. I'm strong enough. As long as I got something over him, I'm stronger than him. And that's what I had to do.
Yeah, you know, you just reminded me. I know when I love it when, you know, you're at the free throw line. I don't know how the tournament works, you know, was the free throws or anything, but when you're at the free throw line, that's always where I have my best conversations.
Yeah,
I played against the team. I'll never forget this. I was 14 years old. It was my first year with Tameside and was playing against Manchester Magic. And I turned up, and at 14, there's no word of a lie, they had a guy 6'8", like, and I don't know whether he had giantism. I don't know where he is. You know, I don't know what happened to this guy. But I was at the line, and I'm sat there, and I'm just like, I think I just said to him something like, "I don't like this, mate. I don't like this at all." Like, I was like, what, 5'10" at the time. Our tallest guy, which was tall for a 14-year-old, was 6'1". You know, and I'm just like, we had to search high and low for this 6'1" guy. Do you know what I mean? Just like knocking on people's doors and stuff, you know. But like, you know, we stood at the foul line. I'm just like, I don't like this at all. And I thought, why am I even here? You know, it's brilliant. And I think a lot of it so when you're at that kind of level, you know, the tournament level that you was at, I think a lot of it's in your head, you know, and it's like I said last week, David Ulf, we love David Ulf on this, by the way. You know, we love him. And, you know, what's David, you know, 6'7", I think we've mentioned, you know, something like that. I love the fact, and I know I've gone into it before, so I won't go too much into it. He just gets in good positions, you know, absolutely fantastic. And he's an animal. He'll drag him down. And I mentioned about getting it over 7-foot Jimbo Lull. That was all in his head, that. Jimbo Lull already had the rebound in his head, and David was like, nah, you know.
Yep. So Dave, we missed him, man. Glad to have him back. We missed him. He was going for real.
Yeah, Jake said last week, you know, it was no coincidence, you know, that, you know, in that short sort of games, you know, was it 3 games, you know, it's something huge to bring off the bench, and teams are recognising him now. Teams aren't just thinking, oh, it's David Ulf coming from Liverpool D1. You know, it's David Ulf, the BBL player. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he'll dunk on you.
Yeah, and he will.
He'll dunk on you. Beware.
Yeah, and I've noticed as well, he's put on, you know, a lot of good weight in the summer. He's still athletic, and he's just beefed out that little bit, and he's done that little bit I think he needed to do. Yeah, so definitely huge, man. I mean, we're a great rebounding team. Jake, you were into it last week, you know. Huge rebounders.
It's ridiculous to look at a team like we've got right now. We've got huge rebounders. Like, I think Lyle Hexham is the top average defensive rebounder. You've got Brady, who's going to get you rebounds. You've got yourself, who's going to get you rebounds. You've got Ulf, who's going to get you rebounds on both ends. So you've got 4 big guys breaking the boards, but then you've also got 4 or 5 guards that can bring the ball up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and like I said, once we once we put it together, like that London game, and then we came back and we beat Plymouth, and the coach was telling us that Plymouth was one of the best teams. We started to realize, like, okay, we didn't guys.
You've only got
a very good team.
Yeah, and that kind of it brings me kind of onto the next, like, just a quick question from me, DJ. And so I know how it works. You know, you get agents and so like. What was it like when you heard an English team was coming in for you? Like, did you have other offers? You know, how was it?
No, I didn't have any offers. I was sitting in the car and Jamie called me. We talked for probably a good 45. Well, he talked for 45 minutes.
Jake's gone. Well done, Jake's gone.
Yeah, don't give me that. Yeah, he remembers the conversation. You know, so I was just sitting there taking it all in, and you know when you because I've been talking about trying to get to Europe for ever. So I've been playing for 6 years, and I've been trying to get to Europe the whole time. So when he's talking to me, I'm not believing him, but I'm taking it in for the whole 45 minutes. He said, "I'm gonna call you back." You know, and then he actually followed through. That's when I started taking it serious. He called back the next week or something, and that's when I knew I was going to play for him.
Do you know, we've actually had the pleasure of speaking to Jamie. Me and Jake are in a really privileged situation at the moment. We're getting some good context and conversations with the players and the coaches, and a massive shout out to what the whole club has done as a whole. And I know, the recruitment. I mean, we had a good recruitment spell a couple of years ago, but this is just blown out of proportion. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. The whole rebrand, everything. So it's a massive shout out to what's going on at the moment. Massive shout out.
I get excited. I go back and look at some of the stuff. It's exciting. And I always ask Zach because he played last year. I asked David and Jack. I asked them what it was like. So it makes me excited that they actually put this much into it.
And it's for example, the things I like as well, putting the trust in people like David and Jack and Zach, and people who've had massive parts in games. I truly believe we wouldn't have pulled away against Cheshire the other week if David hadn't been playing.
Yeah,
I really don't.
He had a double almost. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. 9 points, 9 rebounds. I mean, me and Jake broke it down. 9 points, 9 rebounds in 17 minutes. It's a point and a rebound every other minute, or a point 1 minute, a rebound in the next. That's fantastic.
You got the big one late. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just immoral. And you got to look at, Cheshire's recruitment. We took down some big teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We know we learned that we them guys though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you said, them little short spurts. Once we put them together.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. It just looks so fluent. It just looks perfect.
I mean, obviously, massive shout out to the Giants for supporting us in what we're doing here right now. Obviously, the support we're getting from the club, with it being a little project me and Jordan started 7 days ago, we were like, you know what, fuck it, we're going to make a podcast. Yeah. And then the second week in, as soon as Jordan made contact with you and I saw your reaction, I was like, right, we've got to have this guy on next because you've got the energy, we were talking about, me and Jordan were talking today about the kind of energy you bring, not just on the court, but as a person. Yeah. You're always smiling, you're always I know it's hard, when you're off the court and you've been in quarantine for fucking 12 days, you've not played, you've not trained, but you still sat there with a huge smile on your face, even though before we started recording, you were just chilling and ready to go. You know what I mean? It's nice to see that side of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tell you what,
man. It's good to interact with different people. I'm with my guys all day. Quarantined, locked up,
Yeah.
So, so when y'all called it, when I dialed into the Zoom, I seen y'all what's up?
What's up, man? It's so sad because in Manchester, we're really, really proud of our heritage. We're really proud of everything to do in Manchester. It's had such bad and good things happen in recent history and history of far. We've ran, the cotton trade for so long. Everything was just fantastic, and we've got two of the biggest football teams in the world. It's brilliant. And all we want, is for you guys to be able to go out and have fun around there. Just get a bus into town and just enjoy it. That's what we want.
I think that's the thing as well, man. All of you guys are missing out on the nightlife. We've got the best nights out in the country.
And you know what? If we do get out, you need to get on to Jake because, in fact, I'll let Jake tell you. Go.
Yes, so the company I work for, I'm currently working for a bar in Manchester. We're under the same kind of umbrella company as a bar called Bunny Jackson's. And we sell 20p wings. They have bottomless brunches of unlimited wings. I'm hoping to, when the bars are reopen again, I'm hoping to get all of you guys down, We'll get you.
We're going to run a podcast.
We're going to get a live podcast in the bar. Yeah. We're all going to have a drink. We're all going to have some wings, and we're just going to chill and have a good night, man.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure to keep that in mind whenever.
I mean, like, even in the summer when you go back home, do you have? Obviously, I don't want to get you in trouble or anything, but do you go for do you go out and get like absolutely smashed, or do you go out and like have a few drinks? Are you a massive party animal?
It depends, it depends. I have my fun. I definitely have my fun.
Loosen up, DJ. Loosen up, DJ.
One of my best friends is a DJ, so what I'm saying, that comes with it.
Yeah,
that comes with it.
That's big.
Definitely comes with it. I've had my good nights, Yeah. I can go out and chill. So it's just,
You've had your terrible nights.
Yeah, for sure. All nights don't end well.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think as well, you're making the best of a bad situation in there, because I know it's easy to get caught up in this sort of bubble, just the Xbox bed, workout Xbox bed, that kind of thing. And you really have made the most of it. I don't know if you've been able to go out on walks and stuff and, just little things. I understand, obviously, your professional basketball, you got to stay within there. But it's just so gutting for us that you can't, enjoy our fantastic city, It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. We hear about it, though. Like, man, nothing we can do, though,
And I've been to a lot of Giants games, so many, and I've heard big, when you say through the roof, like it is through the roof. The fans, massive shout out to the Giants fans.
Oh man,
that too. I've heard about that too. Zach telling me that I hang out with Zach a lot because what I'm saying, he's kind of good personality. We walking around. He's the only one in the house that played last year as well. So I asked him a lot of questions, and he said the fans are crazy, but we can't,
Yeah.
I wish they would put like some way. The NBA has the guys you can at least hear them.
Yeah.
And the bubble, man, I would love to have that.
Yeah. I reckon you just get me and Jake down there with a mic.
Somehow.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying to Jake, we should just get me and Jake down there with a microphone as hype men, just going crazy.
Oh, yeah. I honestly think that'll be loud enough. Yeah. For you
with a mask on, of course.
Yeah. Just they'll let you MC a game one day.
I know. Oh, gotta be.
Oh, please do. If anyone from the Giants is like, you heard it from DJ. He wants us there emceeing a game. We'll sort that out. Don't you
give
worry.
The people what they want.
Give the fans what they want.
Trial run.
Oh, but man, right. Well, honestly, DJ, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Let me know when this comes out. I want to listen.
Yes.
It'll be out tomorrow on Spotify, on YouTube, so you don't have to wait that long.
Oh, yeah, I'll send it to my family and stuff for you.
We're already in Australia, DJ. Don't worry. We've got 3 minutes in Australia. Yeah. So spread the word. Spread it to the house. We want to get everybody on. We want to, and I hope from our perspective, I hope you felt chilled and, enjoyed it. And
I had a good time. Let me know when you need me back.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, mate, that'd be great. I'm sure there'll be dry patches when we could get you on and have a good chat about games. We're actually going to be doing some game preview shows. So it'd be great to get a little perspective on that, how you guys are prepared. So, and I know the fans would want that. I really do. That's cool. And our regards as well from the from me and Jake. Give the guys the wings, and going
right to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me. Anytime. It's been real.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you very much, DJ.
Thank you, mate.
So that was Donovan Johnson of our Manchester Giants. Thank you so much, DJ, for that interview. I think it went really, really well. He answered all the questions that we wanted him to. He even threw in a bit of his own there. That's really nice, man.
Great insight.
Great insight from his side of things. Shout out to the people that give us questions. Shout out to Liam, Jay Marriott from the BBL show. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Seb, who does our artwork. Lucy, Wendy, my mum. And massive shout out to Coach Byrne for those questions. The question about do you like playing with Coach Byrne was from Coach Byrne. Thought I'd drop you in it there, mate. Sorry, Coach. And obviously, lastly but not least, thank you so much to WingsVille in Manchester. Good save. Thank you so much to WingsVille in Manchester. The guys got the wings. They got them bang on time. I can't wait for their reviews to let us know what they think. This has been All Things Giants Show with Jake and Jordan. It's a good night from me.
Thank you so much, guys. Good night. Absolutely
Thank you very
fantastic. And as usual, you got anything for us, fire it our way. We're open book.
Also, before we forget, I'm just going to clip this as well. I'll edit this as well. Just so you don't forget as well, head over to our Instagram, our Twitter, and our TikTok. So we're going to be doing a giveaway. If you listen to this on the day of release, Wednesday, we will be posting it on Saturday, ready for you to do a giveaway. All you've got to do is comment, share, and like our post. You'll have a chance to win a Molten BBL basketball, size 1, of course. We're not millionaires. And there's a chance for free basketball in there for you. Tune into next week's show where a guest will be confirmed on our social medias. Go and check us out.
We know it is, but you guys don't.
You will know. You will know. If you follow all of our socials, you'll know exactly who's coming on, when they're coming on, and what we're doing.
Give us a follow, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys. Check it out. See you about.